Hello everyone, in this video tutorial, I will be using LangChain and OpenAI API to develop a book summary application. So we will be creating a Streamlit app where you can write the name of the book and you will be provided by the summary of the book and when the book was published and information about the authors of that book. So let's get started. So I hope you are all familiar with the ChatGPT. So ChatGPT is being trained on the internet data and it has been trained till September 2021 data currently. So if I ask ChatGPT, so let me ask ChatGPT a question. So as the ChatGPT has been trained till September 2021 data, so if I ask who won the World Test Championship 2023, as we know that Australia has won the World Test Championship 2023 and in the past month. So let me see. I'm not sorry. I don't have my training only goes up to September 2021. So it has been trained on the till September 2021 data. So ChatGPT has been trained on the internet data, but it has been trained till September 2021 data. So if I just ask who won T20 World Cup 2022. So as we know that England has won the T20 World Cup 2022. So here you can see that because my knowledge cut off in September 2021. So on the other hand, we have a Google Bird as well. So Google Bird is directly connected to the internet. So if I ask Google Bird the same question, who won the World Test Championship 2023 or who won the T20 World Cup 2022, Google Bird will have the answer for this. Like World Test Championship was won by Australia and T20 World Cup 2022 was won by England. Okay, so you might be thinking that why we need LangChain. So if I want to integrate my own custom APIs with different databases, or if I want to integrate with Wikipedia, or if I want to integrate with Google Search API, or if I want to create my own chatbot, this is what I really want. Like I want to integrate with Google Wikipedia or Google Search APIs, my own custom APIs, or I want to create my own chatbots, or I want to create train my custom LLM model. So I want to train the large language model on my own custom data set so that I can use them for a very specific purpose. So LangChains help us to create our own custom LLM models, and you can train the large language models on your own custom data. Along with this, LangChains also help us to integrate with various tools, various APIs. So if I want to integrate my own custom API with different databases like Google Search API or create my own chatbot, ChatGPT is not allowing us to do that. So we need LangChain so that we can create our own custom large language model. We can train large language models on our own custom data. Plus, we can integrate with various tools, various APIs, and all. So here you can see the documentation of the LangChain over here as well. So here the quick start installation steps are provided over here as well, and introduction. And then we have chains, memory, agent. So we will talk about all these things. What are the chains? What are the memory? What are prompts? And what are callbacks? So we will discuss about prompts, language models, output parser, about all these things as we go ahead in the next tutorials coming up, because I will try to upload a tutorial every day. So although it's quite difficult, but I will try to be more active and to upload tutorials on large language models, LangChains each day. So I will be covering all these topics, chains, memory, agents, callbacks as well. Okay. So here is a quick start guideline. You can just follow the instruction and just start it on your side as well. Plus, we will also require the OpenAI API key. Okay, so you can just create your own API key over here. Plus, here you can see the billing plan. You can set up a paid account. So you need to set up the paid account for this. Okay, so and here is the usage limit. You can set the usage limit as well over here. And if you just have a paid account, you can check the billing history over as well. And here you can set the payment method. So it all asks for the card payment setup. So you can all do this. And here we have the usage limit. So I'm basically on this my account. I have not set up my OpenAI paid account. I have just set up my OpenAI paid account on other Gmail account, not on this specific Gmail account. So here you can see that, but I have OpenAI paid account, and I have the OpenAI API key, so I will be using that for this project. So I will not be sharing my own OpenAI API key. So you can just create your OpenAI API key over here, and you can set up the paid account over here so that you can use that OpenAI API key. Okay. So here you can just create your new secret API key. You can create your new secret API key, but to use it, you need to have a paid account. Okay. So you can just create your paid account by entering your card info. So uh, it's not very expensive, that's not nominal, but if you are a student, then it might be expensive for you. Okay. So now I will just open the PyCharm and create a new project over there, and let's get started and let's do this all. So now here you can see that I have created an empty folder for this project. So now I will just go to PyCharm and create a project in this directory over here, which you can see. So you can see over here, I have opened PyCharm and I will just create a new project over here. I will just go to File, click on New Project, and then set the directory from here, recording lecture 1. Okay, so just set this directory as well. Okay. Okay, so that's the good. We have set, and my base interpreter is being set as Python 3.10. To work with LangChains, you should have a Python version above 3.8. So please make sure that you have Python version 3.8 or above 3.9, 10, or 11. So please make sure that you have Python version above 3.8, either it is 3.9, 3.10, or 3.11. I am choosing the Python, my base version or Python interpreter as Python 3.10. So I will just click on create a new project. And so please make sure that you don't have a Python version below 3.8 or 3.8. So you should have a Python version above 3.8 so that you can use LangChains. So first of all, in this project, I will be requiring OpenAI and LangChain packages. So I will just create a requirements.txt file and install the OpenAI LangChain packages. Plus, I will be creating a web app using Streamlit. So I will also require the Streamlit package as well. So let me create a requirements.txt file and list all those packages which I want to install. So here you can see I will just write new and just create a requirements.txt file over here. And here I will just write the name of the packages which I want to install, LangChain. Along with this, I require OpenAI and I will also require the Streamlit. So these are the three packages which are required over this project, in this project. So I will just open the terminal over here and just write pip install -r requirements.txt. So I'm just installing these packages over here. So you can see requirements already satisfied because I've already installed these packages. But if you are installing for the first time, this might take some time. So now you can see the packages are installed. So next what I will do is I will just create a script by the name part1.py. So in the first step, I will be just creating a simple Streamlit app where I will just ask a question or give an input to my large language model, and it will give me the answer in the Streamlit app. So first of all, let's import all the required libraries and let's get started. I will write from LangChain.llms import OpenAI. I will also import Streamlit as st over here. Along with this, I will just import OS library. Okay, so I will just create another .py file over here where I will just store my API key. Okay, so So over here, I will be storing my API key over here. Okay, so I will just write OpenAI dash key, and here I will just pass my API key. You can use your own. So I have added my API key into the .py file. So I will just write from OpenAI key import. And what I have written is, I have written the name OpenAI dash key. Yes, that is correct. Okay, so next what I will do is I will just write os dot environment here. So I will just write os dot environment over. Okay, no, so this is wrong. We'll just write os dot environment like this, and here I will just pass the parameter OpenAI dash API key, and here I will write OpenAI dash key. Okay, so that's look fine. You can see. Okay, so next what I will do is I will just create a title for my Streamlit lab. So I will write st.title, and the title will be LangChain demo with OpenAI. So that's look good. Okay, and I will just create an input so the user can ask a question or input some text so that LangChain model will give me the output. So I will just write input dash text, and here I will ask st dot, so the user can input over here st dot text dash input, and I will ask the user what topic you want to search the topic you want. Okay, and then I will just write LMS is equal to, so now here I will be using OpenAI LLM, OpenAI large language model I am using over here, and I will write OpenAI over here, and here I will set the temperature. So let me explain the temperature parameter. So I will set this value as 0.8 over here. So the temperature value is between 0 and to 1. So the temperature value is between 0 to 1, and temperature value represents how much control the agent will have while providing you the response. So if we properly reduce the temperature value, the agent will lose the control. So temperature value represent how much control the agent will have while providing you the response. And if we reduce the temperature value, the agent will lose the control. Okay, so and the temperature value is between 0 to 1. So that's good. So let's complete this now. So if the user provides some input, in that case, we will get the output. So if the users enter some question or pass some input, then okay, so here I will just pass the input text. So if the user pass some input, then we will get the output. So this is how it looks like. Let's run this. Okay, and so I will just write Python part1.py. Let's execute this. And let's see what output do we get. So after this, we will go for that and just complete our task now. Okay. Okay. So sorry, I have a mistake. So if you have a Streamlit application, you will use Streamlit run and part1.py. And this was my mistake, my bad. So as I'm creating a Streamlit app, so I will use Streamlit run part1.py. And I will just click over here. So let me just go towards the app. So here you can see we have created up apps. I know what I want to search is, okay. So I will write, tell me who is the world famous footballer. Let's see whether it's Ronaldo or Messi. So I've been asking, tell me who is the world famous footballer. So this is what I am asking to my large language model. Lionel Messi is the world famous footballer who plays for FC Barcelona and the Argentina national team. He is widely regarded as one of the greatest players of all time. Okay, let me ask another question. Tell me about best cricketer in the world. So I'm asking, tell me about the best cricketer in the world to my large language model. And let's see what response do we get from here. So the best cricketer in the world right now is Indian captain Virat Kohli. So currently, Virat Kohli is not the captain. Currently, Rohit Sharma is the captain. But as it has been trained till September 2021 data, so till September 2021, we know that Virat Kohli is the captain. So he's right saying the best cricketer in the world right now is Indian captain Virat Kohli. He's one of the most successful batsmen in international cricket and all those details, like what milestones he has achieved till now. So that's so good. So let's go back to the Streamlit app and just complete rest of it. So I'm just stopping the code previously. Okay. So now I will just create another file, part2.py, and let's create a book summary application where I will just enter the book name and it will provide me the summary of that book, the author's name, and when the book was published. So I will just write part, or I will write book summary application dot py. Okay. So here you can see that I've created an application, book summary application dot py. So let's get started. So on, I will just open the part one and import till now. I will just import all this code from, copy this code from here and just add this code over here. You can see that I've just added all the code over here. And I will also require some other libraries over here as well. So first of all, I will just import the, before I import the library, let's go ahead and write the code. And while writing the code, we will just import all the required libraries as well. So here, and the name of the application will be Book Summary. Okay. Okay. And first, I will just write search the book you want. Okay. And this looks good as well. And here I will be defining the prompt templates over here as well. So to define the prompt templates, let's first import the required library. So I will just write from LangChain import prompt template. Okay, so I have imported the required library prompt template. Okay, so next what I will do. Here I will just first of all define my first input prompt template over here. So I will just write first input prompt. So here I will just define my first input prompt template over here, and I will just write prompt template. So in for prompt template, the first parameter will be what kind of words you are trying to search for. So the first parameter in prompt template will be what kind of words I am trying to search for. So I will keep that as a placeholder. So what kind in the prompt template, the first parameter will be what kind of words I'm trying to search for, and I will keep it as a placeholder. So I will just write input variables over here, and I will write name over here, and I will just click enter, and I will write template provide very summary of the book. And what in the name part, the user will write the name of the book. And I will just ask the user to write the name of the book. Okay. And here the user will just input the name of the book, and I will just pass this input to this template over here. So it will search, provide me of some, so it will just complete it and search it for, provide me a summary of the book. And here we have the book name over here as well. Okay. So let's close up this up and let's go ahead. To execute the prompt template, we require an LLM chain. So if we have multiple prompt templates in a script, we will create multiple chains. So for each prompt template, we will create an LLM chain, like large language model chain. So for each prompt template, we require an LLM chain. So to specifically run this prompt template, we require an LLM chain. So if I create other multiple prompt templates, we will require multiple LLM chains as well. So let me just import the required library over here from LangChain.chains, import LLM chain. Okay. So next what I will write is, I will just go here. So this is the chain number 1 I am creating. So I will just write LLM chain, and here I will just write LLM is equal to LLM over here, and I will just write prompt is equal to first input prompt over here, and then I will just write purpose is equal to true over here. Okay. And now I will just want to define an output. So from this prompt template, what I will get is, so this name will be saved. So from this prompt template, the user will pass some book name. Okay, so the output will be, what I will get from here is book name. Okay, so as the user will input the book name, so the output I am getting from this prompt template will be the book name. So for each prompt template, we will be creating a chain. So I have created a prompt template where the user will pass the book name, pass the name of the book, and it will provide me a summary of the book. So now we just need to create 2 more prompt templates where the user will search for the author of the book, and also it will write about when the book was published as well. Okay. So I will just create a second input prompt template over here as well. So let me just create this. So let me just copy this first and just write over here and just write second input prompt over here. And I will just write over here in the second input prompt, what I want to do is my template will be in the second input prompt, when was the book published? So when was the book published? Okay. So from here, the output will be book name, and I will be passing this output as the input into the second input prompt template, and I will be finding out when was the book published. Okay. And for every prompt template, we require a chain. So I will just copy this from here and I will just write chain 2 over here. And here I will just write second input prompt. Okay. And what output we got over here is book published date. Book published date. Okay. So this is the second prompt template which I have created, and I have created a chain for it as well. And now I want to create a third prompt template. Tell me about the authors of the book. So I will just create another prompt template. So I will just copy this from here, all this from here. And this will be third prompt template. And I will be writing third input prompt. And here I will just write, please tell me about the authors of the book. So here I will be passing the input, please tell me about the authors of the book. So here the input will be again book name. Okay, let's complete this up. Okay, so that's look good. And the output will be authors of the book. Let me write authors of the book. So this will be the output which I am getting over here. Okay. So this will be the chain number 3. So this looks good. Okay, chain 1, chain 2, chain 3. Okay, just right over here. Here's so I'm just adding the command. So if someone just go through the code, you should have an idea what's going on. Okay, so that's till now look good. So now to display all this in the Streamlit, we will be creating a sequential chain. So I will just import from with Streamlit import sequential chain. So I will be importing the sequential chain, and I will be creating a parent chain where I will be combining all these chains. So I will just write sequential chain over here, and I will write chains over here, and I will write chain 1, chain 2, chain 3 over here. And input variable I will be providing is the book name. So here the input variable will be this name. So the input variable will be name over here. And the output variables will be the book name, book published date, and author. So I will just write output variables will be so these will be the output variables. Okay, so that's so good till now. Anything further? And the verbose will be set to true as well. Verbose is equal to true. Okay, and I will just write the output now. I will just update this to just remove this and just write parent chain, and I will just write over here name, and I will be just getting input text. Okay, so the input text will be of this. So this will be passing to the parent chain and all this up. So let's execute this and let's see how does it works. Before I start executing, I've just figured out issue. So it will be output key. So this will be output key. So let's execute it. So I will just write over here, Streamlit run book summary application.py, and let's click on enter and let's start execute. So let's see if it works fine or there is any error. So I will just click on localhost from here. Okay, so let me navigate towards the application. Okay, so search the book you want. So I will just write Pride and Prejudice. So it was published in around 1813 and it's one of the famous books of all times. So let's see. In the meanwhile, if it goes on, let me show you the terminal. So if you just see over here, here it is. I've just written the book name, and you can see, please provide me a summary of the book Pride and Prejudice. And you can see here, and here it was when was the book published. All this information you can see over here. Okay, and here you can see the authors of the book. Okay, so okay, so this is how it goes on. And if I just go back to the Streamlit app over here, so you can see output over here. Name of the book inspired and periodus and book name. Okay, so and here you can see the summary of the book, and here you can see the authors of the book as well. Okay, so right is here you can see just the summary of the book over here, and here you can see the book published date, and here you can see the authors of the book. Justin Austin was a renowned English novelist acting during the last 18, and here you can see about the authors of the book, complete information, and the book was published in 1813. You can just Google it as well, and here you can see the summary of the book. Is a classical novel by Jane Austen published in 1813. It follows the story of the five Burnett sisters, especially Elizabeth, and here you can see the novel centers around the theme of marriage, focusing on the relationship between the sisters and their potential suitors. So in this way, it provides the complete summary of the book. You can search it for some other book as well. One thing I am seeing is currently you can see this is all the summary over here. So here we written book name. So here it should be summary. So you can see the output in the JSON format over here. So here we should be summary should be title over here, and the name is fine. So what I will do is I will just go back. Or so just copy it and just paste it over here. So I will just add it everywhere. So okay, so let me just search that no book name. Okay, so that's good. So that's the good summary of book, summary of book, summary. So let's execute it again and let's search it for some other book from here. Okay, so I'm just executing the application again. Here is the search. So let's search for another book, Men's Search for Meaning. So I really like this book. So let's search it. So this will take some time. So let me just show you the terminal in the meanwhile. So you can see here, Men's Search for Meaning is a classical book. So here you can see the summary of the book over here as well. So let's go to the here. So here you can see that here we have the summary name, summary of the book, and book published date, although author of the book section is empty. So let's just check it for some other book as well. So I just refreshed the search and I got the name for the author of the book again over here as well. Like here you can see the summary of the book, and here you can see the book published date, and author is Viktor Emil Frankl, was an Australian neurologist, psychiatrist, and Holocaust survivor. He was a professor of neurology and at the University of Vienna Medical School. So let's search for other book, The Alchemist, and let's see what results do we get. So I searched for the book name Alchemist, and here you can see that the name of the book, and here I got the summary of the book, and the book was published in 1988. And here is the information about the author of the book. Paulo Coelho is a Brazilian author and lyricist who has written several novels, most notably The Alchemist. His works have been translated into 80 languages and have sold more than 250 million copies worldwide. So, and here you can see the summary of the book. You can just check it out as well. So that's all from this complete video tutorial. I hope you have learned something from this video tutorial. See you all in the next video. Till then, bye-bye.